You gotta say bye. Ohana means family. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. We get two. Ready? And
Riley comes in. Angel City on the board.
Corner kick presented by Cedar Sinai.
Shifty work into the box. And across. It's in. Oh, it's LaRue. It's a dream return.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Casual FC World Cup Preview Podcast, at least for a little while. I'm your host, Angela Morales, with my co-host, Mario Salazar. Since this is the World Cup edition, check out our first episode in the series for a recap on all things World Cup and an explanation of the group stages, all that good stuff. You can watch the English broadcast on all of the Fox networks. They'll be on Fox, FS1, foxsports.com, the app, any streaming app that carries Fox, YouTube TV, Sling, what have you. It just means that you have to have a TV login or some kind of login situation with the different networks.
or old school antenna.
Right. Or an antenna or radio, all that good stuff. For Spanish language broadcasts, Telemundo is the place to be. All the matches will be on Telemundo and the Universo channels, and they'll also be streaming on Peacock in Spanish. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Watch them in Spanish. It's so much fun. Even if you don't speak Spanish, it is absolutely worth your time because it is always a good time. We know how to enjoy soccer. We know how to have a good time as a culture.
It's in
It
our
definitely
blood.
shows. Yeah, it's in our blood. If you don't remember who's playing when or what's going on, keep an eye on all of our social feeds. We'll be posting TV schedules for all the upcoming matches there because we want you to watch them. We want you to have fun. And here we go.
Now let's go Group F. In Group F, we've got France, Jamaica, Brazil, and Panama. Now, you might be asking, why are we checking in on Group F? We've got Ertz, Endo, Alyssa Thompson. It's funny that you have to say Alyssa Thompson. It's like you can't just say Thompson. You have to say her full name.
Yeah, it's Alyssa Thompson. She's got one name.
Yeah, it's all just, it blurs together. Alyssa Thompson.
Yep.
And we've got Allie Riley. So you're like, who else do we have going on? Those were the four players. Well, you know what? We're also going to cover some of our Angels overseas or Angels on loan. Forgot what I wrote on the actual thing. I think I should probably use...
I love both of it. Angels on loan. It's like a soap opera. Angels overseas.
So we're covering Allyson Swaby. She's playing with Jamaica. She's on loan, so she's still technically an Angel. She's still Angel City player who is on loan with PSG. It hasn't been...
Either way, I will consider her an Angel. She was on our original roster. She's ours forever.
Yes.
I feel like anyone who was here last season, I know most of the players who were here last season, 99% of the players who were here last season, except for one, for a big major reason,
yes,
is still an Angel in my heart.
Agreed. So when to watch? On Sunday, July 23rd at 3 a.m., we're going to see France versus Jamaica. Now, we were going to also cover Amandine Henry, who we just signed and hasn't necessarily played for us just yet. But unfortunately, she recently went through medical and had an injury that's just going to not allow her to be part of the French national team. Bright side, it doesn't seem like it's going to affect her playing on Angel City. She'll be able to get here a little earlier and start training with the team. But unfortunately, it's one of those things where it just won't let her play at the World Cup. So
yeah, big bummer, especially to come back from an injury and then get hurt in training with the national team. Yeah. Like, to get her on the road, like, she's there, she's going to be named to the team, and then it's like, just kidding, you can't.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurts.
Yeah. So with that, like I said, France and Jamaica, 3 a.m. Pacific time. It's going to be on Fox, so the main channel. It's also going to be on Telemundo for Spanish broadcast, and it's going to be on Peacock for streaming in Spanish. Like we've mentioned before, probably going to put our, time and investment in the Peacock streams. It's probably just going to be the easiest thing to do. Don't have to steal anybody's password.
Totally.
It is what it is. So looking into this, we're going to go into France. France had a bit of a coaching turmoil, coaching situation that actually rubbed some people, players the wrong way. That's probably not the way I want to say that.
People have left the team, very similar to what's happening on the Spanish team, where there's issues with the coach and people leave and then they end up coming back for World Cup because it's one of those like my country over everything else, and to make the sacrifice of your integrity, to have to sacrifice your integrity to play on a world stage, it should not be happening.
Yeah.
At all.
It shouldn't,
but it is what it is right now, and I hate it.
Yeah. So going into that, and we may touch base on that and a lot of the other issues that some players have been going on in one of our postseason episodes that we keep talking about. That list is getting really long, by the way. Some players to watch.
Get excited.
Yes.
Like
some players that we've got Wendy Renard. She has scored 4 goals at the last World Cup. I mean,
that's a lot.
It's just scoring a goal is hard. And then now we've got a player that has scored 4, has the experience in that big environment, that big game mentality, that big game environment. So keep an eye out for Wendy. And then
absolutely, she's big time in the sense that she will score all the time. She's just great. And she scored 4 goals in that tournament and is someone not necessarily to be like afraid of, but to watch her playing and all that good stuff.
And our second player that we've got is Eugenie Lesamar. I'm so sorry, people.
This one, I don't know how to pronounce her name because there's multiple pronunciations. So let's just go with Eugenie Lesamar, and then if we can correct it, we will.
Okay.
And I'm sorry.
But she is a major striker for the team. She scored 3 goals in the 2015 World Cup. So we've got 2 big time strikers. And France has always been a powerhouse. France has always been one of the teams to just kind of always be a safe bet. So really, there's a lot more people we could probably be talking about, but we've only got so much time. And we wanted to highlight 2 of their really, really good veterans that are probably going to scare everybody else. So Wendy is number 3 on the pitch, and Eugenie will be number 9 on the pitch. Again, as we've mentioned in past episodes, all the player numbers that we're getting are whatever the latest information is on Fox Sports. So if they're not the number on the day of the match, don't come at me. Go email Fox. Let them know they screwed up.
Yeah. We are going off the information that's currently available to us. If that changes, sorry about it. All right, so next up is Jamaica. This is their second ever World Cup appearance. They debuted in the last World Cup in 2019. They're known as the Reggae Girls because in 2019, Bob Marley's daughter pretty much helped fund the team to get them to the World Cup. They had qualified, but they didn't have the funds to get there. So you can guess what my next talking point is.
Yeah.
Their federation doesn't exactly support them in the way that we would hope. They had a whole bunch of funding issues. The team itself set up a GoFundMe.
Yeah, there was multiple GoFundMes set up for them.
From the team members, from some of the coaches, family members. it was a family effort to get them to the tournament, which it, yes, I have a lot to say about this.
Yeah, it's
There was also
frustrating, the
just
corruption sometimes, or just the lack of support when it comes to all of this. Again, we'll talk about all of these things in a future episode, but it's amazing to see federations when they support and how far teams can go, and it's really disappointing when you see
totally
it fall through the cracks and just not get what it needs to get. And
right, because so much of that federation support and country support leads to team success. Like, you can only do so much if you're running around in 10-year-old cleats, and borrowed jersey. Like, if you don't have the supplies and you don't have the things you need, you can only do so much and go so far before things start to give out. And all of these players deserve so much. There are also issues with their federation and communicating to the team when and where they needed to be and when, which is weird. And it's even weirder when you're dealing with a team that's mostly collegiate. So you have players from around the US, around many other countries who are in college but still report for the national team. And, let's say you're playing in Iowa for your college team, and then, you find out 2 days later you need to be back home in Jamaica.
And you need to find your way.
What?
You need to find your way.
Yeah,
to
how are you
Jamaica.
supposed to get there? Right. So there's a lot of weird stuff that's going on right now with the Jamaican Federation, but I really, really hope that these women have a great time in the World Cup, score, win, do well. They are in a very interesting and very difficult group, actually. France is going to be a stalwart. Brazil, oh my God, give me 1 second. Once we start, they're up next to talk about. They're insane. Panama's insane. So it's one of those things where they deserve so much more than what they've been given, but I hope with what they have, they are able to produce and have a great tournament. Players to watch, our angel, Allyson Swaby. She will hopefully have a great tournament and have a lot of fun and make a name for herself on the international stage. I hope she just balls out, selfishly. But then I also hope that she comes home to Angel City and, and comes back home in the appearances she had for the team. She's absolutely fantastic. So I really hope she has a great tournament.
Come back. We have a great
Khadija. Come back. We're doing better. Khadija Bunny is her nickname. Shaw. She plays for Man City, so Manchester City. She is the all-time leader in goals scored for Jamaica. So great. That's perfect. We want that. We want them to have people who can score, people who can make a difference when they're on the pitch. And last but not least, Sydney Schneider. She's from New Jersey. So I know my girlfriend Eva, who is from New Jersey, will be hooting and hollering anytime she's on the pitch. She had a breakout performance in the 2019 World Cup. And I hope she has another one this year. This team is great. They just need the opportunity.
Yeah. You just it sucks when the talent is there and some other factor is the thing that is limiting them or not letting them progress.
Right.
Coach.
We don't know anything about that.
Oh, no.
As Angel City fans, not at all.
No, not at all.
No, but we're excited. It's going to be a good time. Alrighty. So
we got...
I feel like I need a drum roll. Oh, rate numbers. I always skip over this. I'm so sorry.
So Allyson Swaby does not have a number yet as on Fox. So I don't know. But Bunny Shaw, we've got number 11. And then Sydney Schneider being number 1. And she's going to be the goalkeeper. So pretty hard to miss that one. But those are our players to watch for Jamaica.
Awesome. All right. I feel like we need a drum roll. I don't understand why this next team has not won a World Cup yet, given
the country pedigree.
Prowess. Right. Yeah. Given the pedigree, given the international, insanity that they ensue on everyone. Brazil. the entire team are players to watch. Like, they are huge contenders this season. They are going to be throwing down every chance they get. Oh my God, this is going to be insane. Like, half their team is playing in the NWSL right now.
Yeah, it's a huge
Like,
list.
and just it's so I'm just gonna go team and who's playing from them, and then talk about Marta at the end, because if you don't, it's a sin. So, playing in the NWSL on Gotham, we have Bruninha, which we spotlighted briefly in our episode, but she had already reported, so she wasn't playing there. Like, dang, already a threat. From the Pride, we have Adriana and Marta. From the Courage, Caroline, who was not playing when Angel City played them, and we won. And from Racing Louisville, Ari Borges, and from the Kansas City Current, Dabinha. Caroline and Dabinha are huge players to watch. Just in general, they're younger. They've got the good knees. Like we joke in our section at Angel City Games that Alyssa Thompson is so fast because she's still has cartilage in her knees, and like she can do whatever she wants because she's still, she's 18. Her body doesn't know yet. But yeah, so Brazil is stacked, and when I mean stacked, I mean stacked. Like, just their front line, their midfield, their backfield, and then you bring in subs, and it's like, oh crap, like this is just another starting lineup. They are fantastic team. So now, Marta, if you have followed the NWSL at all, you hopefully should know who she is. She is a 6-time FIFA Player of the Year recipient. She is the leading Brazilian goal scorer. She is the all-time top scorer in Women's World Cup history. In the last 5 World Cups, so this will be her 6th World Cup.
Jeez.
In the last 5 World Cups, so over 20 years, she has scored 17 goals. This is the best part. The thing I'm about to say makes me so freaking happy, because it is always looked over when this stat is released, because there is a dude involved, and that is obviously the answer. She is the first player to score in 5 World Cups, men's or women's.
Men's or women's.
The very first player just to play in 5 World Cups and score in each one. She was then matched. So that happened, I believe, like she hit that at the last World Cup. Yeah, because she scored. So that happened. And then Christine Sinclair from Canada followed up like 2 days later and matched her with that, because Sync is still there. Like, it's stupid. And then Cristiano Ronaldo came around and did it. And everybody like, oh my God, he's the first player to do it ever. And it was like, no. Hold on.
No.
Do you not know? Like, she needs one name and one name only. Like, no. This woman has been a steward for Brazilian soccer, international soccer, women's soccer. Just the love she has for the Orlando community and the love that they have for her is out of this world. Like, there is a Marta contingency in this country, and it is rightfully earned. The bummer, and granted, there comes a time for this for every player, but this will be her last World Cup. She's hanging up her boots after this for World Cup, and I believe international play, but specifically World Cup. So,
I mean,
if Brazil is playing, watch the game.
Yeah, I mean, six
Hands
World
down.
Cups. That's a long run.
It's
She
a
was like an
long
infant
run.
when she started playing. So
She does seem to be aging backwards. So yes,
Yeah.
she was born immediately starting in the World
yeah,
Cup.
she got a little bit of that Benjamin Button. And I mean, really, who wants to go up against a team with a bunch of players that only have one name? Like,
Right. Like, it's Beyonce, Madonna. Like, if you don't need a last name, or, like, depending on the naming convention of the first name, if you only need one name to let people know who you are, nope.
I mean,
No
yeah.
thanks. Sit me on the bench.
So all these players that we just named, let's go down the line. And again, I will let you do the pronunciation because I think you've got it better than I do.
All right. So Bruninha.
She's going to be number 13 on the pitch.
Perfect.
Will
Adriana.
be number 11.
Marta.
Will be number 10.
Caroline.
Will be 21.
Ari Borges.
Will be 17.
And Dabinha.
Will be number 9. Wow.
It's one of those things because these names are so similar to Spanish, but it's Portuguese. So it freaks our brains out a little bit. They're cousin languages.
It twists the tongue the wrong way, and then you're like,
Yeah.
All
right. Who else
we've got? Panama. So, Panama is another debutante. We've got our debutante team for this group, Las Canaleras, the Canal Girls, is what the team is also known as.
That's cute.
And yeah, so like, again, as we've been saying, just making the World Cup is a huge feat. Making this your first time, it's amazing. And, you know, we wish the best for all of them. Like, if they make it out of the group stages, great. That means one of these other teams won't make it out of the group stages. But even if they just, like, at least my hope is that they score, that they get that relish of scoring at a World Cup. So some players to watch here. We do have an NWSL player that is part of the Panamanian team. Riley Tanner, who plays for the Spirit, will be playing with Team Panama. And then we've also got Yeneth Bailey, and she is a stunning goalkeeper.
Stunning.
And
like,
I will let you know how many N's that Angela wrote for stunning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 N's in stunning. So,
and it's in all caps. I'm like, I had forgotten that this happened, and in looking up notes for this and deep diving into some teams, I was like, oh, this is her. Oh, okay. And I had to retype a bunch of this because I was typing so fast. There was a million typos, and I just was like screaming in all caps. Oh my God, she's a phenom.
Okay. And so I'm reading off the notes here, right? Because like you know, don't get it twisted. It might sound like I know a lot about the teams that we've been talking about. Really, I'm going off of these notes that Angela's been putting together, or, you know, whatever we've been able to Google.
We've pretty much split, like halfway. Yeah.
But Yeneth had only been a goalkeeper for a year. She previously played a different position, was a midfielder, when she put up these crazy, insane blocks against the U.S. So we have some homework for you. Google the performance for a highlight reel. It's insane.
Do it.
It's
from the 2018 CONCACAF tournament. Just 2018 CONCACAF, Yeneth Bailey, and you will get a highlight reel. And do yourself a favor. It is amazing what she did that tournament. It's unprecedented. It's unheard of.
And
it's just amazing.
Just to give you a little bit of an incentive to go look at that highlight reel. Here is what happened out of that 2018 CONCACAF tournament. She won the Golden Glove in 2018.
No big deal.
She was 17 at the time, and she kept the U.S. to a 5-0 win. Okay, that might sound bad. Ooh, they scored, you know, the U.S. still scored 5 on her, but she had 24 saves. The fact that she got scored 5-0 in a loss, basically, for Panama.
Oh, wait. It was 24 saves across the tournament, not just that game. Okay. But it was like half of those saves Panama, were that right? game.
So even though, you know, Panama lost, basically, and you're like, oh man, she let 5 in, she still won the Golden Glove for the tournament. She had 24 saves throughout the tournament. That is a giant feat. The fact that she was 17 years old, this is insane. So
it was like her first international appearance, or some, you know, like very early in her international career, to be a 17-year-old goalkeeper, and you have to face Carly Lloyd. Like, no, I would have been like, oh, you want me to do this? Like, and I'm competitive AF, and I'd still be like, no thanks. Like, that the starting front line was like Carly Lloyd, or not the starting line, but like you had Carly Lloyd, Kristen Press, Tobin Heath, Megan Rapinoe, like Alex Morgan. What? And you only keep them to 5 goals. Like, it's important. That's also like right around the like when we were putting up 20 some goals, 17 goals on teams. But like after that game, the entire US team, like you go like thank everybody, high five each other. They literally just all walked over. Siggy and Ethan was just like, yes, thank you. What? Wow, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Like everyone, just keep your eyes on her. Watch her. She's gonna do so well, I think.
So Yenith will be pretty easy to spot as a goalkeeper. Going to be in the goal, still number 12. And then the NWSL player that we have there from the Spirit, Riley, she will be number 13. So, again, wish all the best of luck to Panama. And hopefully, they get a great tournament out of being at the World Cup for the very first time. So, just reminding you on how to catch our Angels on loan at this World Cup. We've got Allyson Swaby. Allyson will be playing with Jamaica against France, 3 a.m. Pacific time on July 23rd. That's going to be a Sunday on Fox, Telemundo for Spanish, or Peacock streaming for Spanish. And with that, follow us on all our platforms. We've got Apple Podcasts, we've got Spotify, we've got Google, we've got etc. and etc. and etc. Just check us out on our website, casualfc.com. We have all the links there. I checked all the boxes, so they're going to be everywhere. Also, follow us on our social media at casualfcpod. And that's going to be on Instagram, on Twitter, TikTok, Threads, and any new version that someone wants to do to screw Elon Musk. Help us out by subscribing to the pod on your favorite platforms. Share it with a friend. Let them know. Let them learn. Leave a comment. Engage with us. DM us. Message us. Say hi at the games. It's all fun. So, till the next time. Bye.
Bye.